As summer considers turning into fall in the Midwest, right now it's 84. Where was I? As summer considers turning to fall in the Midwest, I realize there are 6 summer plants that I must have for fall and beyond for unique displays. So either keep them or go get them on clearance. Now I do also love traditional fall plants like this carex grass or the purple fountain grass, which I only actually have one of and it's in my garden. But this video is kind of part 1 of 2, and these are summer plants that I really like to use for fall and beyond. The next video will be unusual ways to plant, at least I plant them, because I do like an unusual container, which you will probably realize very soon. But Dusty Miller, love it, and I specifically love it because it's good for like nearly 4 seasons. I mean, they all really look like snowflakes if you ask me, but they also look like something else, which you'll see in the next video. I'm in the Midwest. I'm like a zone 5. I'm outside of the Chicagoland area in Illinois, the beautiful land of Lincoln, and we are going through a very hot spell for the last few weeks, and Dusty Miller is great nearly year-round. It's an annual. I beg to differ. Mine will last anywhere from spring or summer all the way through winter until I get tired of seeing them, basically. And you can get them singles and then even like 4-packs, 6-packs, and they're very inexpensive. Geraniums, yes, I get these in the summer and then even when they're on clearance, which they have been for a while, and it doesn't even matter what color they are, but I have a very specific use because I use these in my fall plantings. You'll see in a little bit. It's kind of a teaser for next week's video on unusual ways that I like to plant these, but I get them for a very specific purpose for the fall. And of course you can take them inside when the weather turns too cold. And this is what I use the geraniums for, and that is a little mini pumpkin patch. And this is about the time that I start snapping off the flowers because I don't need them. I don't even know what color these are. I get them on clearance so they could be hot pink, red. I have no idea, but I don't need them anymore. My next 2 selections are specifically due to the fact that they are very vintage colored, at least to me. And me loving vintage everything, love these colors. As in the begonia, no matter what variety, they tend to have darker leaves and very beautiful leaves too. And the color blooms are off-white, maybe pale pink, and then that really cool like orange color that's perfect for fall. And then those beautiful leaves that you can bring them inside. That's another bonus, that they can go pretty much year round. You just bring them inside, use them for their foliage, and then you can even cut off leaves, use them in corsages if you do that sort of thing, which I do occasionally. And then you can also cut off leaves and use in arrangements, and kind of we'll be doing crazy stuff like that too. But it's a beautiful plant that I love to carry over specifically from summer to fall, and it's quite the stunner. Now, the funny thing about petunias is I have a love-hate with them, and except for the Super Petunia Latte by Proven Winners, which I've had the pleasure of having only once, but they typically either get way too big for containers, or they just get kind of leggy after a while. So I like to pick them up on clearance, and for the fall, especially when you have these beautiful colors, which I prefer for the fall instead of summer, because I'm usually going with a bright white flower in the summer, for the 4th of July, but I go for the warmer white, which in this little hanging basket, which I have a very specific thing that I do with hanging baskets so they're not as boring as your typical hanging basket. You'll see that next week. The Heuchera is, you may say, well, it's not really a summer plant. You usually get a lot of them. I do. Spring, summer, no matter what flavor, what color. Love them all, but specifically in the fall, they start coming out with different ones that I I grab, and I frequently use multiple different ones together because they're in such cool textures and colors. I mean, these are so ruffly. Look at them. The ones at Home Depot were less than $10, and I got a bunch of different flavors. Can't wait to set up some containers with these. Then, of course, they're also perennials, so they can go right into your garden afterwards. Now, while I love succulents, especially these warmer colors in the kind of brown family, the oranges look really great not only for summer, but I think even more for fall. There's a more unexpected choice, the cousin, the Sedum. For those of us who love miniatures, the Sedums are amazing, and you can get mats, or this is actually a tile. I've historically gotten a mat at Lowe's, and it's much larger than this. You get it for about $20. You get a whole big variety of sedums planted in this mat. This is actually a tile that I got from Home Depot, and it was only $10 or $15. And look at the variety you get. It's so much fun to either do containers with or plant them out in the ground. You don't need to do anything, just chuck the whole thing on the ground, and it'll root and come back year after year. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week.